I'm Susan Heller, the Kosher Keto Maven, and today we're going to make a tapenade. The original idea of a tapenade is from France, and it's a mixture of olives and sometimes anchovies. But I don't put anchovies, of course, in something that I'm serving with meat. We're going to use kalamata olives. These are Star K, and I found these at Natural Groceries. We're also going to use green olives. They're pitted but not stuffed, and they are OU. We're also going to use some capers, and they're Kafke, and they're from Whole Foods. And then we will use some spices. We have some fresh thyme, some fresh parsley. I only need a tablespoon, but I had to buy a bunch. And some garlic. And then we're going to save some of it, put on fish later on in the week, and then today we're going to use it for on top of chicken and make a tapenade crusted chicken. And it's perfect for Tbsp because olives are a key food from Israel. All right, let's get cooking. Before we actually begin to cook, I'm going to show you how to take the leaves off of fresh thyme. Here's a sprig. And the easiest way, I've tried cutting them off, I've tried scraping them off, but the easiest way, I think, is just to pull the leaves off. It's kind of hard to see, but see how I'm just pulling the leaf off? I think it took me about 10 minutes. But you don't have to use fresh thyme and fresh parsley. You can use dried parsley and dried thyme. Okay, so the tapenade is mixed all together in a blender or in a with an immersion blender or a food processor. To make it easier to pour everything in, I'm going to use this funnel on top of my mason jar. There, now you can see everything. So first I'm going to put in the kalamata olives. That's a cup, 1 cup, and then 1 cup of the green olives. And in this bowl, oops, all the olives didn't get in, and in this bowl I have the garlic and the capers. And in this bowl I have the 1 tablespoon of thyme and 1 tablespoon of chopped parsley. There. That's all of our ingredients for the tapenade, and then we're just going to blend it up until it's kind of like a mush. Whoa, I didn't expect it to come out. As you can see, it's looking like a paste, and that's what we want. I'm going to scrape off the top of this blender, make sure everything gets chopped. And also what caught on the insides. This is a delicious recipe, and it's really perfect for Tbsp. This has been our go-to meal for Tbsp for the last couple of years. or part of our meal, the main course. Okay, we'll blend it a little bit more. When you first start blending it, it looks like you need to, it feels like you need to add some liquid, like some olive oil or even avocado oil. But just be patient because there's plenty of oil in the olives. Okay, we're done with the tapenade. This is a parve jar, but I'm going to take some of it out and put it in a meat container to put on the chicken. I think that might be enough, so we'll wait and see. Let me move this a little closer. I have 4 chicken breasts, and I cut up a bunch of vegetables: zucchini, red pepper, yellow pepper, onions. I think that was it. Yeah. And I'm just going to take like a spoonful and put it on top of each piece of chicken. So it's about, I guess it's about a tablespoon on each one. And then I'm just going to take the spoon and spread it around. The oven's preheating to 400 degrees, and it's going to cook about 30 minutes. The chicken's a little slippery, so it's a little bit hard to make it stay, but if you kind of pat it up and down, it'll spread out. Only recently I've started cooking my chicken breasts at a higher temperature. The high heat kind of seals the chicken and keeps the moisture inside. I'm going to put a little bit more on this one. There, I think that looks good. The first time I ever made this, I added salt and pepper to the top, but I don't do that anymore because there's enough salt in the olives that you don't need any. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of avocado oil to the veggies. That looks good. I'm going to put this in the oven and I'll see you in 30 minutes. And here we are out of the oven. This looks delicious. I'm going to put this on a plate so you can see it a little bit better. Looks good. I'm going to serve it with some veggies. That makes a delicious dinner. Hag Tu B'Shvat Sameach. B'tei Avon.